Well, new satellite images of a possible debris field in the southern Indian Ocean could be a big break in the search for Flight 370. Jim Clancy joining us live now from the Malaysian capital with reaction from there. And Jim, a lot of people seeing this as the most credible lead thus far.
Amory, you're so right. It reaches a crescendo pitch, the expectations, the hopes. It's very tantalizing. But we have to remember this is a multi-stage operation. The satellite is sending down the image. It is coming back and being processed. 2 or 3 days or more may pass between the time that we first see that on the satellite and we actually have it in our hands to find it on the surface of the ocean. It's going to drift in that period of time, and that means it has to first be spotted by an aircraft and second be verified by a ship. Now, there are ships in the area today. Australia has some there. The Chinese have some there. They are hoping that they can get up close and personal, if you will, with some of these objects and one way or another determine, are they linked to Flight 370? Or do we have to dismiss this and go back and look at more images, hope for more clues? This is very encouraging indeed. It was reflected today when the defense minister / transport minister talked about it. Some of the objects, 122 in all, some of the objects were of a nature that they could have been metallic. It resembles more of a debris field that we would expect with the impact of a jet, but still it is spread over a huge area the size of a fairly large city, and so there's a lot of work yet to be done. The key, you've got to verify it. Only then will we have a clue. We have been so unlucky, Amra, up to this point. We haven't found anything that we can link to that aircraft, and everyone is hoping our luck is going to change. Amra, back to you.
Yeah, there's just been so many clues, but nothing tangible. You know, this is, I think, the 4th satellite image showing floating objects. You know, crews have had various sightings of a wooden pallet, an orange rectangular object, what have you. Are you getting a sense that search crews may be becoming frustrated with this, or do you think they're staying optimistic?
These are professionals. The people that are in the skies, the people that are on the water are professionals, and they know nobody is going to hand this to them on a silver platter. They've seen the past. They know what the future looks like. This is a daunting task in one of the most remote regions on the face of this planet. They are braced for it. They are willing to put in the work, the effort, the painstaking analysis that is going to be needed in order to lead us to determine whether or not these clues, and that's what they are right now, they're clues, whether these clues are actually going to bring us closer to the Holy Grail in this search, if you will, and that is the aircraft itself, those all-important flight data recorders. This is one of the biggest mysteries of the modern era of aviation. Flight 370, vanishing in the skies. They want to unravel it. It is only when they have that data will they know, how did this happen? Who might have been responsible? It's all important. And they know for the future of the aviation industry, in some ways, this is going to have a major impact. Everyone feels that pressure. Everyone feels that responsibility. Are they deterred? Not in the least. They are determined tonight. Back to you, Amar.
And it is one unprecedented search effort. Jim Clancy, live for us there in Kuala Lumpur. Many thanks to you, Jim. Well, the families of those on board Flight 70 are understandably going through a range of emotions. Sarah Seidner spoke with the wife of a passenger who doesn't know what to say to their children.
他在工作上很优秀.
Chung Li-ping is having a hard time stringing the words together to make a sentence. She is gripped by unrelenting sadness. Her husband was on the flight that officials now say disappeared somewhere over the Indian Ocean. Chung cannot bring herself to tell her 1- and 5-year-old boys waiting back in Beijing that their daddy may not come home.
I don't dare to. I have no courage. Every day I'm scared to call my sons because once I call them, they will cry out, "Daddy, Mommy," and my heart can't handle it. I don't want to hurt my children.
Sitting in a hotel room in Malaysia, she cannot bring herself to accept that her husband is dead, even after a Malaysian Airlines and government officials put it quite bluntly that all 239 people on board are gone forever.
What did you love about him?
There are lots of reasons why I love him. I don't know where to start. He's very good to me, very considerate. He takes care of me.
She is soft-spoken, but filled with anger as well, because she says she does not have faith in anything the Malaysian government or airline has to say anymore. Some of the families in Beijing have had some very harsh words for the government. The airline is also responsible for the deaths of their family members. Do you feel that way?
Yes, I think the same, because they have been hiding the truth, even though they know.
Chung Li-ping and her husband came to Kuala Lumpur looking for a bit of fun and sun in a tropical paradise. It didn't work out that way. Her husband needed to take a short business trip back to Beijing. She decided to stay and wait for him in Malaysia. She's still here, waiting. Sarah Seidner, CNN, Kuala Lumpur.